I am picking up my brand new Bullitt. Just picked up my new Bullitt and getting a feel for the new 6-speed tranny. She's a 2020, 28 miles on her. First, this really is a smooth transmission. Don't have quite the exhaust. You got that GT 500. You know, we'd understand that, but just kind of giving a difference on the different style driving and characteristics, being that I've got the GT 10-speed auto, I've got the GT 500 7-speed DC2 Tremec coming up here on the highway. Got our 4th gear. Remember, it's break-in time, so nothing crazy. 5th gear now. She pulls really good, real strong. 6th gear. Be interesting in the gearing. So I'm in 6th gear, under 70, and I'm hitting about 1,800 RPMs, I'd say. Not bad. This feels good. One thing I noticed immediately is these seats. Since I've got the GT 500, definitely a more comfortable seat. These aren't the Recaro seats. So, but I don't want the Recaro. They're just too, they body hug you way too much. And after an hour or so riding around, in my opinion, you're kind of get worn out with that. Now, if you're a really petite individual, I think the Recaros work really well. And it's not criticism. It's just kind of a bigger guy. Now, this car comes with the MAGNERIDE, which I highly recommend if you're in, you know, the money-wise, financially, you can afford the upgraded MAGNERIDE. On the Mustang, I would definitely try to get that. It does make a big difference in the way the car feels. Is it a deal breaker for the fun factor? No, but if you have something that's really interesting on the Ford products, and when you buy the trucks and the SUVs and the cars, the steering wheel layout is always different. You know, I own the Dodge vehicles and the Jeeps and the Rams, and those vehicles, it's exact same layout for the most part on how you control things. It'll be interesting to see if this car does better than my 10-speed auto GT, because this car has a gas guzzler tax on it. Since, whether you realize it or not, if you have a sedan vehicle, a coupe vehicle in this country, and it doesn't get better than 18 miles per gallon, you got to pay a gas guzzler's tax. So this vehicle had a gas guzzler's tax of $1,000 added to the price because it shows a combined fuel rating of 17 miles per gallon. It'll be really interesting if this car actually gets as good or better than my 10-speed auto. And if it does, you just have to wonder how they came to closure on that. But I do know that typically manual today is not as fuel efficient as an automatic, even though years ago it was the opposite. A manual transmission would get better gas mileage than automatic. So technology has reversed that. So this will be interesting to kind of keep an eye on that. Wow, look at that. The same thing may get 30 miles to gallon. Wow. 28, sure. That's pretty incredible. But it's been on the highway the whole time, so I guess that's not surprising. Or is it? seems to be pretty short, shifting. Like it. And being I used to have the GT 350, it had a different transmission in it. I just didn't like that transmission. And the Voodoo motor, which is the high revving motor, over the Coyote motor that's in the Bullitt, which I like the Coyote motor better as well. And for all the GT 350 owners out there, no criticism to you. It's just each person has their own kind of, thing, and what works for them excites them. And so the Bullitt, I think it's a really nice package. It has a 6-speed manual. That's the only option as far as you can't do anything else. And then you have the MAGNERIDE. The MAGNERIDE's really nice. And of course you have your different modes down here. You've got your sport mode, then you have your sport plus mode, then you have your track mode. Then we go back, track, drag strip, snow, then back to normal. So I just felt a huge decrease in power when I went to that snow and wet. Then back to sport, give us a little bit more of exhaust note. I like that. All right, now we're gonna get some little back road driving, and hard to believe I just got this car, so I got 125 miles on it. That's what happens, you buy a car not near your house. So now downshifting. So what's interesting about this car here is, like my Honda Civic that I have, the Type R, it's got rev matching, and the 10-speed auto that I have in my GT Mustang, not the GT 500, that's a 7-speed. It has like rev matching, so it's interesting that I haven't really felt yet when I manually downshift that this car rev matches, and maybe there's a setting here that I don't know about yet, which that's possible since I just got the car. But so far it's not like a real lot of interaction of me going through gears. So we'll have to do some research on that. And as we kind of come to some corners up here, we'll see what it does. Like here's a little bit of a, I see nothing there. So I'll go to the race mode, track mode. So now I'm in track mode. So let's see if that does something. No, interesting. No rev matching. That's crazy. I would think this would have that. So let's downshift in the third. And no, nothing there. So on the GT 10-speed auto, the car interacts with you when it downshifts on its own. And very interesting. Maybe there's a setting somewhere else that I don't know about. So I will have to do some research on that. So here we're on the back roads, and how she feels. Feels good. I mean, feels tight. All right, bringing her home for the first time. Get a little bit of exhaust now when you shift her. Nothing like that GT 500. GT 500 can ruin it for the rest of the cars if you're not careful, because I got the Hellcats and it's the same story. You drive around those, then you jump in a car that has like 400 to 500 horsepower, you're like, where is it? Come on, where is it? Which, all sincereness, it's here, but when you're exposed to 700, 800 horsepower cars, definitely a little bit different of a feeling, but we'll get more in depth in that later. So, good ride. Now I'm about 27 miles per gallon. I'll share more as I drive her more. 24.7 miles a gallon. Actually, a little bit of city driving, back road driving, not bad. So the first thing you're going to notice in the interior is the green theme. Maybe hard to see it in the, there you go, that's a good picture. So it's got the green stitch and leather seats. One thing that's definitely noticeable in this car over my GT500 is the seats. These are not as comfortable. And I've read about that and I kind of know that, but I didn't realize there is a pretty big difference on that. And of course, the 6-speed manual, which is really nice. And as far as the steering wheel, same, just a nice Bullitt theme on it. Dash, you know, as far as the GT owner, it's going to be the same, you know, interior for the most part. Just a little bit more of a theme, like on the door sill there. So nice, nice layout, well designed. I think Ford did a good job. Doesn't look cheesy. I mean, you kind of do get the plastic look here and there, but overall, for the amount of money you're spending and what you're getting, I think Ford's done a really good job. And it has the green backlighting, which is kind of cool, and the green paint, which I think this is the British racing green, the original retro, like Krieger style wheels from back in the 60s and 70s. So that's really nice. Nice Michelin tires on it. Good body flares. So the hood's the same as all the GTs. Front grille, that's nice. Nothing there. It's kind of different. This car, the GT, or I should say the Mustang Bullitt, look at this, 1,000-mile break-in versus the GT500. It says after 100 miles, you can start getting into her.